Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and I'm going to show you something absolutely beautiful in this video. This is my absolute unit account. This is where I go to practice heroes that I do not play on my main accounts. That means, well, it gives me kind of the opportunity to grow into these players. It's not to go and, like, I don't know, troll people and just go, haha, I'm better than you, whatever, I'm playing in Diamond, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not about that. It's about learning the hero. Because Overwatch is a game where you're generally very good at certain heroes, but you're not that good with other heroes. And obviously that's quite evident here. Now, this account, it plays heroes like Widowmaker, heroes like McCree and all of that stuff, and you can see it's Diamond, it's borderline Masters. That's probably where my DPS play is. I know I'm a much better tank player. However, what about a brand new tank? What about Hammond? How can I go and play this hero? Well, I'll tell you now. I've tried to play Hammond in low GM and I'm terrible. I just get destroyed. I don't know what I'm doing. I engage at the wrong times. I do like, it's not good, right? It's actually quite bad. So I need to learn this hero. So I thought to myself, why don't I show you guys the process? Now, in this video, what we're going to do is look at a 3-minute clip of this round on Lijiang Tower. Now, you can see it's playing in the background. This is great. It's fine. When this finishes, we're going to go back and I'm going to review this and I'm going to show you how I look at the game critically to make myself better. This is something that players literally do not do. If everybody did this, it would make you much better at the game. Now, a couple of disclaimers, right? Okay, there isn't a replay system in the game. If there was, and hopefully at some point there will be, then this will allow everybody to do this who plays the game. Unfortunately, right now, you're going to need to be able to record your gameplay footage. Now, what I recommend doing is not recording entire games and then going back and watching the whole game and then trying to take that on board for, like, you know, in one massive session, because you won't. We can only really pick up certain things. So it's best to keep this bite-sized. That's at least how I've always approached it. Now, what we're going to look at is me on Control Center and the way I'm engaging, the way I'm, you know, using the hero. Is it good? Is it bad? But we're going to break it down in minute detail. Then I'm going to have a list at the end of the video. And this is what I'm going to look at when I next go in and play Hammond. Now, one thing you could say, I mean, you can see my score there. This is actually a really good game with Hammond. So you could say, well, I'm playing great here. This is awesome. There's no mistakes. I've got silver limbs, gold damage. I'm Hammond. What the hell's going on, team? You know, are they bots? Who knows what's going on? No, it's not about that. It's about looking at your own play in that, like, little microcosm of your own performance and trying to make it better. This is what it's all about. This is what everything in life is about. If you're critical with yourself in a good way, you can actually develop as a person, as a player, you know, obviously in this sense, as a player, right? It's going to make me better with Hammond. So as this map slowly comes to a close, we're going to go and replay this again. However, this time, we're just going to jump all the way back, but this time we're going to look at this in a very critical way. Let's pause this. Let's go right back to the start. Okay, so this actually is a really nice start. So let's bring in my trusty pen and let's go over what's going on here. So when we're looking at this in a lot of detail, we have to think, what is the, I say this all the time in Overanalyzed, what is the plan? How are we going to engage the enemy? What are we doing? Well, on a very basic level, we're Hammond. So we're a tank, but we're an engagement tank. We're basically the best engagement tank in the game. This means we can rush the enemy. This means we can go in and we can press E, or whatever it is on consoles, to give ourselves shields, which will probably result in us having like 1,000 combined HP and shields and armor. That's just ridiculous, right? It means we're not going to die. However, there is one bit of an issue, isn't there? We don't know what the enemy team's made of. This is at the very start of the round. We don't know. I can't press tab and I can't go like, oh, they've got a Brigitte. Oh, they've got a McCree. Or they've got a Roadhog. Because if they did have any of those heroes and I go into this mess here, I am dead because they will stun lock me and I will die. So if they've got, like, let's just run this down, right? So this is all going through my head, but I completely throw it out of the window and I just recklessly engage on this point. So what I'm thinking is, if they've got a Hog, or what I should be thinking is, or what I'm thinking now, Hog, a Kree, yeah, or a McCree, but a Kree, whatever, a Sombra, or a Brigitte, right? Or a Brig. Now, if they've got any of those over here, and I go into that, I am going to get stunned and probably killed. Sombra would be the worst one, because she would prevent me from disengaging, and I would just die. Hog would prevent me from disengaging. McCree, probably the least of them, because he's only going to stun me for a few seconds, and then I can probably roll away. Brigitte, though, she can stun you and knock you back with her flail like back into their team so you can't escape, which is bad. All right, so we've got that out of the way. So I completely didn't take that into account. Now let's look at points to grapple, because this is what Hammond's about. So we've already identified I want to go into this area because I want to knock them back. So what I'm thinking is I want to grapple over here, swing into them and just knock them all back, right? Push them away from the point. Disrupt them. That's what Hammond is. Maybe when I said Hammond's the ultimate engagement tank, that's probably not true. He's the ultimate disruption tank. But there is also other areas here which I can grab onto. So maybe I could grab onto there. Maybe I could go there, but I don't really know what I'd achieve. Here, again, I don't really think I'd achieve much up there. Here, I think it's a bit too close. So, yeah, I think that's probably the best place to go. So let's take a look at what I actually do. Let's play this. There we go. There we go. All right, so I'm sitting in the middle. I'm waiting for them to come in. I noticed that they've moved. Let's just keep playing this. And I noticed that there's an Anna. Now, I've gone in and we've killed the Anna. Now, actually, what's interesting here is maybe I've made the decision there to go, they've split, so I'm just going to engage the back line. Because one of the primary focuses of Hammond is you want to engage the back line as much as possible. Now, Anna can actually be a bit of a problem because she can put you to sleep. Again, I should have probably included her in the kind of counter list to Hammond. You don't want to be asleep because then you get charged by Reinhardt or whatever. It's going to kill you, right? However, I noticed she was split off, so I've gone straight into engage her, and look what's happened. Our Widow has killed her. Now, I think this is actually a really, really, really good combo. Widow and Hammond, because Hammond knocks people up with pile driver. It makes them really easy targets, and as we can see, the shot's gone in there and just basically blown her brains out, and she's dead. Really cool. I mean, I got a 39 a limb there, so I didn't do most of the damage there, but I set it up, and our Widow was good enough to finish off the kill. So this is good, right? Right here, I'm like, okay, I've identified that they've moved into a position which now has allowed me to roll in and hit the back line. So we've won this fight. Our Widow's killed both the supports. Now I'm just sort of rolling around. This D.Va's got no health. I'm just going to kill her. Oh, I'm going to demech the D.Va, then leave her alone. Then I'm thinking I need to get back into the fight. Then I make a mistake. Let's just go back here. This is a mistake. So watch this. I do not grapple in the right place. Like, we're still killing the D.Va, whatever. This is fine. We demech her. So this is good. That's good, because we've left her. We've demeched her and instantly moved away. There's no point in killing Baby D.Va, because Baby D.Va's literally going to do absolutely nothing. So now we're going forward here. So I grapple onto the roof there, and I swing forward. I quickly identify where the enemy is. We can see, I mean, what can we see there? We can see there's somebody there. We can see there's a Zarya there. Maybe that, was it that Reinhardt, I think, over here. So, but we can only see two there. But I've identified this is where I want to go. So what I do is I try to go in, but I hit the ledge. Now, that's a misplay. So that's something I'm going to need to work on. So that says to me, I'm going to need to go into this map on a custom game and get used to grappling, because I'm obviously not grappling in the right place. Now we get a Junkrat using his Riptire. My response to that was to just grab straight onto the central column and just keep swinging around. The Riptire won't kill me if I've got full health, but if I'm swinging around, maybe I hit the Riptire, maybe we kill it. I don't know. Then it looks like what I've done is I've broke into trying to gain a bit of air and then pile drive into the enemy team. But there's a problem here, right? Look at all the enemy all over the place. This means I've got to get the hell out, and I think I do. I think I realize this. I'm being greedy. This is a bit greedy. I'm trying to get a kill on this Junkrat here when all my team is dead. And then I've got, like, you can see the enemy team there. There's somebody else. Basically, they've got point control. I could die here. Look at this. I've got 352 health. If I die here, I'm feeding because I'm staggering the team quite bad. And that's not good. So I'm being a bit too greedy here. Like, I don't agree with this. I probably shouldn't do that. All right, so let's see what happens. So, luckily, I'm sort of healed up a little bit, and then I disengage. All right, so, yeah. And then the rest of our team start coming back in. Now I've got my ultimate available. So this now means, what am I going to do? Well, it looks like I'm just going to go straight in for a pile driver. Actually, no, this is a major misplay again. So this is wasting the ultimate. Like, I go on about this a lot in Overanalyze. What the hell am I doing here? But can you see, like, guys, even at this point so far, how, like, critical I am of my own play? But I am learning from what I'm, like, what we've learned so far is I'm, like, I don't have the greatest sort of map awareness with Hammond at the moment. Like, I hit the ledge with a pile driver. Also, I'm just sort of going a bit YOLO, diving into the enemy team when I don't know what their comp is. And I'm using my ultimate at really dodgy times. And I'm being a bit cheeky and overstaying my welcome as well. But I got lucky. So, this ultimate usage here, not great. Look, we've killed, like, we've won this fight. I don't know why I'm using, I don't know, I really don't know why I'm doing this. I think it's because I'm like, hey, I'm just going to rush the point and drop it. So I've wasted my ultimate there, which is not great. So now I'm pushing forward to maybe try and catch some stragglers, which is something you should always do. if you're playing on this map specifically, and you're a tank player, so if you're like a Reinhardt or a Winston or a Hammond or whatever, you should always push forward to that choke because it's very easy to hold them. But we're kind of playing a bit safe. It's fine. I'll roll back to the point. So now I'm thinking, well, I'm thanking, but I'm thanking the Moira, but I'm thinking, right, what has got to be done here? What is the engagement plan here? Well, we've got infra sight up so we can see the enemy team. I know where they're coming from, so this means I can plan. This means I believe that I back off and I get ready to just basically go for the same engage again, which is to sort of hit the grapple there. So if I grapple there, swing round into here, and then just sort of knock them back. That's kind of the plan. That's what I'm going for, right? So let's see if I actually do that. So I back off, back off, back off. Our Widow's super low. Back off again. I'll back off even more. Yeah, so I'm waiting for them to engage. So I think this is good, right? D.Va's gone and dropped a bomb, but I don't care about that because I want to hit their back line. So now, this is getting a bit messy. But I think I've done the right thing here because we've lost our Moira and we've lost our Widowmaker. But our Winston's gone forward in his primal raging. So I'm trying to assist the Winston. This again goes back to like, if we look at synergy between heroes in the game. Who do I synergize with? Well, I synergize with Winston because we can both dive in. So if Winston goes in, I'm going to go and assist him. If I'm going to go in, I'd expect the Winston to assist me. Now, one thing you'll notice is I'm not using voice comms at all in this game. That is because I'm really focusing on getting better with the hero. One problem a lot of people do is they put too much emphasis on voice comms than actually getting better at the game. Yes, you sometimes do need to talk to the team. And yes, there probably were points where I could have said, I'm going to go in now, guys, follow me or whatever. But obviously, I'm Stylosa, so my voice is quite familiar. So people are like, oh my God, it's you. And I don't really like that factoring into the play sometimes. I just like to get on and get stuck into it. But this was more about focusing on me getting the mechanical and sort of decision-making down with Hammond because it's a completely radical hero. In fact, it's the most Overwatch hero in the game because what other game would you even see a character like this in? Anyway, so we're going in with the backline here. We can see our Winston's gone in. We've smashed those guys up. We've pile drive them. We're going to kill their backline here. This is like a really good play off me and the Winston. We've lost our back line, but we're killing their back line. Really super good. So I'm going to disengage that there just about. That's a bit cheeky again. Because let me just go back here. That is a bit cheeky what I did there. So look at my health here. Just keep your eyes on my health. So it's 100. It's 28. I should be direct to the health pack here. I should not be going into a fight because I've got 28 health. Like, all D.Va's got to do is look at me. I know D.Va's getting mobbed. I mean, look. She's in the corner there. She's getting mobbed by the rest of our team. We've got somebody up there. And then we've got me here with 28 health. This is not clever. Like, I should not go in for the attack here because if that D.Va was a better player, even though she's getting wrecked, she would just probably kill me. And that's not good. All right, so let's go. Yeah, I shouldn't do this. I try. It looks like I tried to play the barrier, and then I'm still sort of rolling around. I should be the hell out of here. I should be at the health pack. Moira sees I'm low, throws the ball at me. At least I follow it around, so that's cool. Moira starts healing me up. Zen's out of position, so we're just going to roll towards him and take him out. Then we start losing people. So what's my plan here? Well, this again is another risky situation. It looks like I'm setting up for a forward grapple, so let's see what I do. Oh, God. Yeah, this is bad. This is really, really bad. Now I'm way out of position. I'm getting chased away. Oh, my God. Right, this is really bad. So this is a majorly bad decision I've made here. So let's roll through this again. So look at what's happening here. We've got a kill. We've got another kill. We lose a guy. We lose another guy. And now I'm sort of tickling them from range. We lose another guy, but I've already made the decision to go, right, I'm going in. Again, it's this age-old grapple here, which I think is quite good. I think this is a good point to use on this map, but I'm going in here, thinking to myself, well, I don't actually know what I'm just on autopilot, I think. I'm like, right, let's go. So I'm pushing in. I completely screw this grapple up. I mean, that is so bad. I mean, I should be swinging this way, not this way, because I'm going to get no air and I'm just going to be stuck. And the worst thing for Hammond is if he's still. Like, Hammond is highly mobile, so obviously you need to use that. So let's see how this plays out then. So yeah, that's really bad. I'm in the back lines now. I get a pile driver off. I get my shields kind of. I'm getting chased by the Zarya. I'm at 163 health. So now it's disengaging. I do believe I do disengage. But this is a little bit too late. Like, think about what I've done to the enemy team there. I've basically given them ultimate charge and done nothing and then rolled away. Hammond is kind of like Roadhog in a way. He's a big target. Like, if you pile damage into him. He's a big ultimate battery. All right, so the enemy team are getting ready, our team even, are getting ready to re-engage again. It looks like I've taken the onus on myself just to go in and force something to happen. This is where I should be telling the team. I should be like, guys, I'm going to engage. Because if Winston came with me there, maybe we do something. Like, one thing I've not really been doing is focusing targets down as well. Zen should be a primary target for me, because if I jump onto Zen, he can't kill me. I'm going to pile drive him up in the air and then just kill him. The only thing Zen can do is use Transcendence, or somebody has to come back and basically help him. Oh dear, is this guy's name Dracula backwards? Kind of. Whatever, anyway. Okay, so yeah, I don't have a target priority, which is a problem. I'm trapped. Yeah, while I'm in a trap, I may as well just shoot at people. Okay, now it looks like we're going back to swinging on the point. Taking loads of damage and I'm dead. So again, that was kind of bad. Well, that was really bad. I just did nothing in that fight. I engaged too early. There wasn't any focus, and then I died. So that was a waste, right? So this is where it comes back to looking at your plane, thinking, right, what the hell am I doing? That's cute what I do out of the spawn, get a little bit of ground speed, because you don't always have to get air with Hammond to go quick. We noticed that the Zarya is out of position, so again, I'm just going to go in. And then I use... I don't know whether... like, let's just watch this play out, because I don't know whether I like what I just did there, but it looks like it is going to actually cause the win, because like we only need 1%, and it's basically last fight, so we're going to go in. So let's just take a look at this again, because it looks like I screwed up the order of this, because you'd want to go into the air, deploy the mines, and then pile drive, not pile drive and deploy the mines. So let's see, let's look at this. So I'm going in now, 93% ult charge. Okay, so I didn't actually have the ultimate, which, yeah, so I've only got 93%. Now, you could argue maybe I could have farmed the ultimate with my ranged weapon before I got into the fight, because it would be better if I dropped my mines while I'm in the air like this, because it will give me more coverage on the point. Then I pile drive into them, that knocks them all up, and it stuns them, and the mines, well, they detonate on top of them, and you get maximum return. However, it looks like I didn't actually have that ready at the time, so it's kind of like I'm making the best of a bad situation. So I mean, it's still kind of effective, right? So I've still pile drive them up in the air. Now the mines are on the ground. Zarya is in the minefield. Does she die? Yeah, so Zarya was right in the middle. So, I don't know, probably was the right thing to do. But remember, this is last fight, so this is kind of like just use all your ultimates. You could say that this is where I should be on the mic again and going, guys, last fight, everybody use everything, you know, which I would be if I was playing on other accounts, I guess. So, but then maybe that's just because it's easy with hindsight, because I'm watching this back. I'm not actually having to think how to play Hammond, because Hammond is a difficult hero to play, because you need to keep thinking about engaging, disengaging, and all that stuff. Anyway, so we win the fight on the point, I push forward, and we take the game, which is good. So, I mean, if we look at my statistics at the end of the game, I mean, I know the stats don't really tell anything, but I've done quite a bit of damage there, which is quite good. Although, this is not, like, you would expect DPS to do more damage. Like, maybe it's just because this is like a diamond level game that the DPS aren't as ridiculous, or, you know, I'm not too hot about this. DPS should be beating me on that, but whatever. At least it means I'm doing work, so that's okay. Eliminations is good. The best thing, though, is this. I only died 3 times in that game, and I got 25 limbs. This is good. This means that I am disengaging quite well. But as you guys can see from that video, there is actually a lot of problems with my play. And so I really need to go away and get better with this hero. And what I tend to do is I will record all my games, but then I'll look at certain games where things have gone wrong, or where things have gone well. Why have they gone well? Like, this was a game where I think things went quite well, but as you can see, there were still a lot of mistakes. So ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. This is how you VOD review. This is how you get better at the game. Yes, things like mechanical aim, yes, all of that, it's fine. But there comes a point where if you really want to push yourself, if you really want to get out of that comfort level, whether that's silver, whether that's gold, platinum, diamond, master, whatever, and push yourself like to the limit of your capability as a player, you have to think like this. You have to go down the route of trying to improve your own play. I hope this video has been helpful, guys. I really enjoy making these types of videos as well. Much better than just doing some random news video, isn't it? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video. And remember, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.